Kenny, you had called this week. You had said it was
What's that? Is it for me? No, student athletes. Yes.
Olivia, you guys in Georgia, you guys shot lights out in the first 3 quarters. What helped that offense be so prolific tonight?
I would say confidence, right? Just belief in each other and our teammates, and knowing that when the opportunity came, we all had to step up and knock them down. I think we shared the ball incredibly well today. It was so fun to be out there playing, just to be able to share the ball in that environment. Hokie Nation was, again, incredible. But it was a really fun team win. I think we moved the ball and found the right shots for the open player.
And how about defensively? What did you think you guys did to make it a tough shooting night for them?
I mean, I think Coach had great calls in switching up our defenses. You know, we went from a 3-2 to a 2-3 to man, so I think we kept them on their toes and pushed them into positions where they didn't really want to thrive in. I must say, I do think that, you know, we didn't really contest some of their shots and they just missed. So that's something that we have to definitely work on for the next game. But I think overall we just did a really good job at keeping them on their toes.
Let's go to Andy in the second row.
Andy Bitter from Tech Sideline. Georgia, to see Eck get going like that, especially after the last couple games she's had, how satisfying and how much of a lift was that for this team?
Yeah, it was so great for her and for us. I think the biggest difference is that we were having fun, and I think when you have fun and the offensive flows, you know, the confidence grows, and I'm very proud of Tilly because she was sitting on that 999 number for a hot minute, but she had a day today, and that confidence will carry over for her because, you know, she's the type of girl that needs to see it go in, and I'm glad it went in today for her.
We'll go back row corner next.
Congratulations, guys. So Marshall presented a very unique challenge. What about them that they did allowed you guys to have the game that you did? Because it seemed like what they were trying to do worked really well early, and then you guys just got momentum and took off. So what do you think the moment was that really made it click for you guys?
I think, you know, their defense, they giveth and they taketh. They have runs where maybe they'll have a few energy plays and hold us to a few stops, but they were giving up a whole lot and they were taking risks and they were, you know, leaving people open. So I think we did a good job at exploiting it when we could. And I think even towards the end, you know, the energy that felt like within the press, it wasn't there anymore. I think they got pretty flat towards the end. So I think we did a pretty good job at, you know, breaking it, staying composed, like time after time after time. As you said, there was instances where they did creep up on us, but I think overall we did a good job at handling it.
Second row over here. Once again, please state your name and affiliation when you ask your first question. Thank you.
Thomas Bray, Collegiate Times. You know, after the ACC tournament, how did it feel to come, you know, back to Castle and shoot the ball so well?
I think it's incredible. Just to be at home, we were really fortunate to earn a 4 seed, and I think that's a testament to the work that we put in all season long. But to be home in front of Hokie Nation, it's just an absolutely incredible feeling. Really, really proud, and it was fun to see the ball go in and have the energy sparked from the home court advantage.
This is for Tim Thomas from the Tech Lunch, but this is for either of you guys. Clara Strack, making your NCAA tournament debut as a freshman, replacing the 3-time ACC Player of the Year, perfect 100% from the field, 17 points. What enabled her to have that type of success, both from what she did on the court and the mentality she brought to the game today?
Let's start with Olivia, then Georgia.
Strack attack. That's 2 words. We like to use them all the time. She's fun to watch and even more fun to play with. I'm excited to see where her future goes. But she's been huge for us this year. I think Coach Brooks has said it a couple times. Like, she could be starting on other programs, but she's kind of taken her role and learned from the incredible Elizabeth Kitley. Obviously, we don't have her with us within this tournament run, but I think Claire has definitely had her leadership to learn from all year long, and to see her kind of step into her own tonight, I think it was really awesome. And when she confidently knocked down that 3, we were gassed for her. That was just absolutely incredible. So we're really happy for her. Strack attack.
Luke and then David.
Luke Creasy with HD Media. You guys give up 20 offensive rebounds, but nearly double them up on the defensive end. Can you talk about the effort on that specific end of the glass to kind of offset what they were doing by grabbing some of those offensive boards?
I think that we could have done a much better job, obviously, at boxing out and grabbing those rebounds, because they had those possessions. I think even in the first half, I think that's how they kind of they chipped it back, and it was through second chance opportunities, and that's something that we were good at in the first 5 minutes, and then kind of slipped a bit away from that. But I don't think necessarily it was mentally us making up for it. I think we were trying to be aggressive, but we definitely had to do a better job at grabbing the defensive boards.
I think they have like a chuck and chase mentality a little bit. Like some of their shot selection is a little all over the place. So I think we needed to do a better job of recognizing that and understanding that wild shots or long shots lead to wild and long rebounds. So I think that's just a learning point for us. But we were able to clean it up on the defensive end, which was good.
David Cunningham, Tech sideline. Olivia, you guys mentioned the mentality and the poise. You had to stay composed. What goes into that, and how proud were you of the ability to, it didn't matter what quarter it was, that you guys were kind of able to just stay mentally there?
I think it's a testament to two things. One, our coaching staff and the way that they prepared us all week. I wish you guys could be in our practices to see what we went through this week. Just preparing for that pressure and the different style of play that we're facing tonight. And then I think second, it's a testament to the leadership that we have in our team and the experience. Obviously, we have some freshmen out there, but they were able to learn and pick up and understand that in order to handle kind of that pressure and that kind of style of play, you just have to keep your head on your shoulders and stay poised throughout.
Go ahead, David.
Georgia, Kenny mentioned that Carly played like a big girl today. What impressed you the most about her composure and the way that she handled and facilitated and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. She just looked like she had fun out there. Seriously, because sometimes she gets in her own head, and you can in practice for sure. It's mistake, and she kind of compounds it. But today, did she have mistakes? Yeah, who didn't? But I was proud of her for the way that she continued it on and carried it over and kind of put it away. It was almost like she completely forgot about what happened, which take it as you will. But for today, it was a good thing because her mentality was great and she was aggressive, and she even got a little bit of confidence and started celebrating like she was, I don't know, Tom Brady or something like that. She had fun with it, and I'm proud of her. Touchdown.
Good, Mark.
And to follow up on that, Georgia, what was it like? You seem to have an awful lot of fun on the bench tonight. What was it like for you to see the team doing so well while you were on the bench in foul trouble for much of the game?
Oh, yeah. No, I was just so proud and having fun with it, They were just all so confident in the way that they played. It just oozed confidence, and I don't know, it was just a great vibe. And, starting off the tournament, the first games always can kind of be choppy and dicey. You don't know what to expect. We haven't played a team like this literally this year, period. I'm unsure about that. And, you spend the whole week scouting for it, and you can kind of be dramatic and spiral about it. And I think, we were on high alert, but once we got the game going and moving, then it was fun, and we were in control.
You also could have been dramatic and spiraled about not having Liz. Obviously, you didn't have her last week either, but it's been a tough few weeks for you guys. What does it mean to you guys to have won an NCAA tournament game without her?
Yeah, I mean, mentally, we knew that we weren't going to have her, so it was about, let's step up and play together. And, at the end of the day, she's a big part of what we do, but we're still us. We still have offenses that help us, and we're put in positions to be successful. It was just a matter of going out and grabbing those opportunities and making the most out of it.
Last question.
Rose Michaud obviously didn't play for like a month and a half or so. What did you see in her mentality that, led you guys to have confidence to be like, okay, when we need her, we can trust that she can come in and make an impact? Obviously 9 points, 4 rebounds in only 13 minutes today.
I think Rose has maintained such a good mindset and mentality throughout the entire season. She could have just as easily thrown the towel in and be checked out, but she didn't, and she came to practice every day, and she pushed herself, and we were able to push each other. And I think tonight was a great showing for her. We were happy for her, and she stepped up big when we needed her, especially with the size advantage that we did have on the inside. She was able to definitely she was able to move some bodies for sure. Yeah, so we're excited that she was able to have that mentality and that composure throughout the ups and downs of a season, right? Transferring is not the easiest thing in the world, but we're proud that she was able to stick it out and be big for us when we needed her.
Olivia and Georgia, thank you for your time. The Virginia Tech